Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a fabulous holiday season with your family and a fantastic New Year. I am so excited to be back. I am so excited to get going, and I'm so excited to get some color in my garden. I have been waiting, itching. I'm so excited to get some color going, specifically pink. I don't know. I love pink in my garden. I just think of it as such a happy color. It's such a beautiful color of a flower, and I just want it. And it's always hard for me around the holiday season. I have to hold myself back for planting pink flowers because pink is not very Christmassy of a color. So I always hold myself back. But I have my flower box, my window box right outside my kitchen on my side yard. And it's just been sitting empty, and I just could not wait to get it planted. And I knew I wanted to put pink stuff in, so I was kind of waiting until after the holidays. So very first video of 2023, I am at the garden center at literally 7 a.m. There is nobody here. It's just me. The sun's not even up yet. You can see I am excited. Look how foggy it is this morning. It's actually really beautiful. Really, really gorgeous. Okay, so I'm here at my favorite garden center. This is Green Acres Nursery and Supply, and this is the Elk Grove. They have a bunch of them around Sacramento. I just did a video during my Holidays in the Garden series where I went and I toured their newest one in Roseville. So I'll link that video down below. But I'm here in Elk Grove. It's my favorite. They open at 7. It's about 7:05. So let's go. Okay, it's quite cold and the sun is just starting to come up, and I think I got everything I need. I think I bought out all the pink flowers that they had. I didn't buy them out. I just bought every single pink cool season annual that they had. And so let me show you guys what I got. So first off, we have a staple, which is cyclamen. I usually plant cyclamen in this window box just because the color does so well. It's such a nice bright pop, and it's actually the perfect height for that window box where you can see the flowers, but they're not covering anything. So this one is called Laser Salmon Flame, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Last year I had like Latina Rose, I think it was called. Gorgeous. I kind of like the salmon color. I think it's really beautiful, really happy, and really cheerful. So then to mix in with that, I got this primrose. Oh, look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness, so incredibly beautiful. So I'm going with a monochromatic color scheme here, obviously. And then I got these English daisies, excuse me. They're kind of more of a mauve-y pink color, you can see. But I thought that that would be a really pretty like difference when it comes to the salmon, and then the true like bubblegum pink right here. And then I did pick up this ivy right here. This is White Ripple. I think this would be really good. They're very small, but I think that they should grow very, very quickly. I think that this would be a fun spiller to have. And I think it's just so feminine and romantic and girly and colorful and just exactly what I'm looking for here in January. Look at the sunrise. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, what a great day. All right, so I am back home now from the plant store. It is early morning still. You can still see my breath. I think it's colder here in Davis than it was at the plant store, and probably because I'm standing on the west side of my house, which is, since it's the morning, it's in total shade. I'm cold. I know I have nothing to say here in California, but I am cold, but that's okay. That's okay. I think once I start moving around, it'll be a little bit better. So you can see I have all my plants here. I have my soil and I have my Sure Start to get these plants some really good nutrients. The Sure Start is really, really good because it brings the nutrients right to their baby roots, the nutrients that kind of don't travel very well in the soil. So having some Sure Start in there, like a starter fertilizer, I think will be really, really good for these cool season annuals. So like I was saying at the plant store, I plant cyclamen a lot. I use it as annuals in my window boxes, and then after I'm done with it and it's time to plant my warm season annuals, I will just transport these out, transplant them to my crepe myrtle garden bed, which is a fairly dry, kind of part shaded garden bed, and they do really well there. They do really, really well. So that's what I will do with all of these cyclamen here, which these are the most expensive plants that I bought today, and so I'm happy that I get to save them. Now, the primrose is perennial in zones 4 through 8. So it's kind of like pansies or violas for us, is that like we probably could limp them along over the summer, but most likely they will just burn up and it's kind of not even worth it. They're pretty cheap, relatively cheap anyway, so I'm not too worried about just tossing those after I'm done with this window box. But if you live in zone 4 through 8, you can of course save your primrose. And then same with English daisy. I think that they are like 4 through 7 or something like that. I'll put it on the screen, but kind of the same thing. They will just burn up in our heat, so it's kind of not even worth it. So these two I will think as pure annuals. These I will think as perennials that I will save in the long run. All right, so let's get started. I feel like this is going to be very easy because the window box is already cleaned out and I already have drip all set up and ready to go to the window box. So really all I have to do is fill it up with a little bit of soil, a little bit of fertilizer, and then put the plants in and I'm done. right, and easy enough, I am done. So the one thing I will say about my white window box is it is really hard to keep clean. Just to keep the dirt, to keep the soil off of the whiteness of it, I feel like I'm constantly wiping it. And it's like, if I have any of the potting soil mix on any of the leaves of the flowers, if I accidentally knock that, then I have to wipe the window box again. So that's one drawback of having a white window box. I don't know. I feel like once the plants grow up and they kind of grow over this lip a little bit, you don't have to worry about that as much. But that is one annoyance that I have with my white window box, that if you had like a darker color window box, I bet you wouldn't even see it, or you wouldn't even think about it. But anyway, let me show you the final product. I love it. So here is this beautiful mix of pink. I'm really excited about it because you can see these cyclamen are all budded up. There's going to be so many blooms here in just a little bit, which I am very, very happy about. And even the English daisies, they're coming along too. But you can see, like, if I wipe off this, then it gets on there. That's just the one drawback. Okay, so the cyclamen are the laser salmon variety. And then the primrose is the supernova pink, which I find absolutely beautiful, and it's just the color I want to see this time of year. The ivy right here is called White Ripple. I kind of wish I had purchased a couple more. I only got 3, so 1, 2 in the middle right there, and then a third one over on that side. And I kind of wish I had more, but I also didn't want, you know how fast ivy can grow, so I didn't want it to go crazy. And then the English daisies are called a Bam Bam mix, and some of them are this mauvey pink, some of them are a little bit darker pink, some of them are this light pink, and then this one right here is like a Piketty type version. So very pretty. I was thinking about leaving them out, but then I decided I wanted that kind of a mixture of pink shades, and I think it'll be really pretty as it kind of fills up. Now, since this is cool season annuals, they're not going to get that big. I think the only thing that's going to change is that I'm going to have more of the cyclamen blooms, which will be really pretty, but this is pretty much it, other than the ivy, of what it's going to look like. So at least it's some color. You can see there's my kitchen right there. So as I'm working at the kitchen sink or whatever, I'll be able to see some color outside. But I wanted some pink, and I got some pink. So I think this is really what I needed on this cold January day. I love the holidays. I love winter because you can kind of cozy up by the fire with a good book and a cup of tea, but it's just such a breath of fresh air to get out here and to get out into the garden and to get some color in here. It's what I love, and I feel so good. So I missed you all on my week off. I enjoyed my week off, but I did miss you all. So welcome back, and I hope you all have a chance to get into your garden today.